I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Good morning. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm excited about it. I hope you're having a good day. So listen, you've seen me eat a lot. One of my favorite pod growers is Lone Star Mastiff Farms. They just grow amazing peppers, and they're growing peppers right now for the, man, I dropped the pepper, for the Pepperpalooza belt match. All right, and what they did was they reached out to me and sent me a bunch of peppers that they want me to eat and kind of determine their, you know, I'm not a Scoville heat scale. I'm just a guy who eats peppers. But I'm pretty good at telling you what's hotter than others, and so they gave me some homework. Based on my results, that's how they're going to decide what order to send these peppers out during the pepper contest. So I'm excited about this. Today I have 3 pods I've selected, and one of them happens to be one of my favorite peppers ever. Not for flavor, not for heat, but visually. I'll show you in just a moment. Let me show you these peppers. This one is Vicious Red. We have a Vicious Red we'll be eating today. That is a Vicious Red. This one here is a Primotalii. That is a Primotalii right here. Now this one is my favorite pepper visually. It's just the most beautiful thing. It's called the RB003. It looks like a flaming hot red raspberry almost. Very cool pepper. So I'm gonna munch these and I'm gonna tell you what their heat is. I've already eaten the majority of them. I still have, I could probably do it in, I probably could do it in 1 video, but I'll probably end up doing them in 2. So I do have a few more. Here's something interesting that's happening. If you had 5 peppers, it'd be very easy to say this is the hottest, this is, and you know what I mean? But with this number of peppers, there are so many that are so close that it's almost a coin toss to see which one's which, but I'll get there. Let's eat the Vicious Red first today, people. What do you think about that? I'm using my neck knife. All right, let's cut this bad boy open. All right, so here we go. Ooh, very solid looking placenta. Big time. Here's the reveal. You ready? Teeny little pod. You know what people will find themselves saying? Well, how much could that pod hurt? Look how small it is. Don't fall into that, because I don't care how small it is, they can be. Size of the pepper, it's not the determining factor. Here we go from Lone Star Mastiff Farms, Vicious Red. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Eating these pods in this way is different than most videos. Because in most videos, I've got the diagnostics for flavors, what I'm focusing on the most up front. And then I kind of switch to heat after. I'm only thinking about heat. I'm still gonna tell you what it tastes like. That one was fruity and very bitter and floral. It was very bitter. So fruitiness, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. On the bitterness, I'll probably give it a 7. Floral, probably a 5. No smoky, no earthy, no sweet. Now, the burn is, it's a throat burn. It's not really affecting my mouth much. Next, I'm gonna eat the Primotalii. Who's keeping track of my cutting skills? If you just found this channel, I eat peppers. I eat hot stuff. I'm also really, really good at cutting peppers in half. See that teeny little tail? You know how hard it'd be to cut that thing in half? Watch this. There's the interior of this little monster. It's a Primotalii. Isn't that cool? All right, so it's oily as can be. All right, so now before the Warthog, previously, for those paying attention, this is the hottest pepper I've ever had, this or the chocolate variant, before this season. This season I had something hotter, the Warthog. Here we go, this is the Primotalii. That was weird. What a weird pepper. That's the first Primotalii I've ever had that had a sweetness to it. It was fruity and sweet. The sweet faded away towards the end. It was just, there's no bitterness, there's no floral notes. That was just kind of fruity and sweet. The sweet faded, and then I was just left with the pepper flavor. But wow. Now that's a big jump in heat from the first one. So that's going to be a lot hotter than the Vicious Red. Excuse me. Now I'm cutting open that RB003. What a gorgeous pepper this is. Next time you get peppers, I want you to try cutting some of them open so you can get an idea of. I'm not trying to brag on my cutting skills, but I'm bragging on my cutting skills. I'm sorry, I am. Here's your RB003. Oh my. Will you look at that? This side in particular is gnarly looking. Holy moly. Whew. This is my favorite pod visually. All right, people, the RB003 is the last one of today's review, at least this morning's. So the order of the heat on those three was going to be the Primotalii is the hottest, the RB003 was second, and the Vicious Red was third. But that one, there's good burn on that one. The flavor was no sweetness. It was probably 5 out of 10 for fruitiness, 0 sweetness. Maybe a 2 out of 10 for floral, maybe a 2 out of 10 for bitterness. Excuse me. This is going to be a great contest because I'll tell you what, the pods they've got. I got somebody asked yesterday what was the hottest pepper I've eaten so far. One of the 2 hottest so far. The hottest one I've eaten so far was the chocolate Primotalii. The second hottest was going to be the Primotalii. The third, I'm not going to tell you the third, but the Primotalii is at the top of the list so far. The burn on those was good. You know, at the beginning of the pod season, if it was brand new pod season, I would have gotten an endorphin rush from eating those 3 peppers. But because it's so late in the season, my tolerance is high. It takes a lot more to get an endorphin rush at the end of the season. It's pretty easy at the beginning. So there's no endorphin rush today, but great peppers, great burn. It's gonna be a fun belt match for real. Excuse me. All right, so listen, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you, Lone Star Mastiff Farms. in the description box, you're going to see a link for Lone Star. Great company. They also make dogs. They breed dogs the size of like small rhinoceroses. They're huge. Bull Mastiff, amazing animals. But please check out Lone Star Mastiff Farms. They're in the description box. Right here, you're going to see the bottom, my son Johnny Scoville Jr. and the Lifeboat. Lifeboat's amazing. They're both amazing. And up on top, you're going to see Pepperology and the 26 most just brutal and vicious challenges that I've ever done. The ones that stick out in my memory the most. So please check those out. Hey, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.